Hello everyone and welcome back to the third episode of Portal Reloaded.
These
the
light
Portal game
bridges are
about
great
time
for
travel.
traversing over deadly
So,
ground.
without further
As
ado,
with
let's
the lasers,
go.
you will often only have one of these at your disposal, so use them wisely.
Alright, so quick recap, in addition to the blue and orange portal, we have the green portal which allows us to switch timelines. So, what do we have to do in this puzzle? We most definitely have to go there, utilizing this light bridge. And a quick reminder, when we set something up in the present, when we go to the future, it is already there, and we can move it in the future. But if we were to move it in the present, then it would again get moved in the future. Alright, so what we definitely will have to do is at some point catch that cube. That is one thing. And then later on we will need to approach the exit with both cubes. Well, because, you know, we're gonna have to bring the future cube with us for that purpose. So we definitely have to go over there. And how would we simply bring a portal? Well, we could just open a blue one there, orange here. No, that won't work. But we could switch them around, maybe? No, that's not really useful at all. Huh. What do we do? We could walk there, simply from where we are. And that does appear to be what we will need to do. So now we just switch our pull around. Get to here. We can catch the cube. Presumably the next one. Whoops, sorry for that. Alright, so what we could do with the cube, we could bring it to that button, and first of all, well, we will check what it does. Oh no, we know what it does. It disables one part of the door, I would say. So we are going to need to put it like over on that side. On that button so that we can approach the exit. Okay, so one thing that we may need to do first is like go to that side somehow and place a portal there. But it would be good if we could maybe do that from that side so that we can bring the cube with us and we'll have access to this light bridge. Okay, I am gonna check one thing. Is this gate by default disabled in the future? And it is not, so the future doesn't seem to be any simpler than the present. At least not at a first glance, and it is actually impossible to solve it there because we'll need two cubes and we can only have two cubes in the present. Bringing a present cube to the future will disintegrate it. So I gotta say, it actually off topic, it does raise a question like what happens to us why don't we get destroyed in that case? And the answer is I don't know. Okay, I guess I do know how we can basically set these things up. So we just go into the future. Now we have set up portals here and we can go back to the present this way. So now, oh, you know what I will do? I wanted to say I will bring the future cube, but that's not really that's useful. I guess it doesn't matter, but I will use the future cube because it is way easier to later place it, well, to just get rid of it from that spot. And do we have a portable space? Okay, we do. Therefore, this chamber is pretty trivial from now on. Because, well, we will just venture back for this cube to the future. Return with the future cube to the present, and now we can just go there, put it on that button,
Good thinking.
which will allow us
With all
to
this talk about time travel,
finish this
do you
puzzle.
ever question the meaning of it all? Do your actions have any consequences? Or are we all just following the deterministic path of the universe?
I believe that the answer to that question
Here's
is
a fun experiment.
yes.
Listen carefully. The next thing you will do is jump in 3, 2, 1. It appears that nothing is predetermined or in any way predictable.
Yeah, unless I did that on purpose or something, you know. That was really a bad kind of test. Alright. Well, I guess I'm not sure that that kind of moral dilemma is like a good thing to think about in a Portal mod. I'm just here to solve interesting puzzles that use time travel, you know. Alright, so it does appear we will have to get this button, well, to get this cube from out of there. Alright, different idea. Let's walk this puzzle backwards. So the door is open. That means we probably have to maintain that laser connector state in the end, but we will have to stop it for this elevator to lower. Then we come again on top of it and reactivate that receiver. And then we have to drop something on top of this button and pick it up again. Once we are, or well, it can be dropped, but we will have to pick it up once we are on top of the second elevator. So, how do we manage all of these things? Like, I guess if we were really fast, we could maybe get this. Whoops. But it's kind of hard to catch this cube. But I'm gonna try that one more time to see if maybe this is something I can do. Then I missed. Alright, one more time and then we come to think of an actual solution. Alright. Damn, I'm slower. Alright, so let us assume that that is not how we are supposed to do things. How would we do them then? I'm going to move to the future and see what is the state of everything. So, we do have a working light bridge. So, I guess we could actually use it in the present if we were to transfer it. Like, yeah, this is not a bad spot for it, or maybe even here. Because, well, we could be setting it up in this timeline like so. And now we have a straight way to just use this button and then maybe even catch the cube if we were to set this up properly here. Alright, so we will first pre-set up it like this because, well, these portals are immovable. Well, we could move them, but they will destroy the future portals. So now we set up the future stuff. And it doesn't really matter which side we put this portal on. Okay, and now it is all set up for us to catch the cube. Neat. Although, I'm not sure if this will be enough distance, but let's catch it. Okay, we got it. So, this thing will lower. But something tells me that it will have to happen with a future cube. Somehow. Or... yeah, we can set this up as a prop here, I guess. And now we bring the future cube because it is way easier to get moved. Here. So once we're there, we can move this cube. Oh, but there is a very good other point. We need to disable this laser, so that will need to happen with a cube as well. Okay, I think I have an idea how to do that. So I guess we'll operate all 3 of the steps with this cube and maybe no longer even use any other portals. Well, time travel portals, I mean. So we come to here, we block the laser, then I guess this cube should just drop into the right spot. All right, now this lowers, and now we can just get rid of that cube. The future cube
are a very
disappears,
smart
and
test
we
subject.
are done.
If the universe really was deterministic, we would have already known the outcome of this test, which might make this compliment seem unnecessary.
Okay, so I
If
guess
you feel
that
that you
was
have
the
been
setup to
receiving
this
too
quip.
many compliments, feel free to ignore the previous statements.
I mean, who can realistically say no to these, you know? But I mean, yeah, it is going pretty smooth, so it's not that bad. But does solving these chambers make us smart? I
Good news.
honestly can't
We
say.
found a way to make these turrets more durable. They should now also work in the future.
Most of them.
Most of them, anyway.
Okay.
Should you find a defective turret in the future, feel free to mark this as a flaw in your test report.
Okay, so these guys are just gonna block us. I want to see what happens in the future. So, what changes? They are functional, and I don't see a light bridge anywhere. We do need to come here for something, or maybe it's a faith plate, not sure. You know what, let's see. Yes, it is indeed a faith plate. Oh, I guess we have that portal. But we can only place horizontal, guys. Anyway, and in the future it's not even that useful because it's empty. There's nothing here, really. Yeah, you know what? I don't immediately see anything to solve this puzzle. This. Yeah. I mean, what else is there? I can do what? Not sure that I can do anything realistically. Unless there is some mambo jumbo-y way to... Okay, I guess I kind of fooled myself by thinking that this portal is set up to be in the other direction, while we could have all the way to here made it like this. Okay. So we could probably need... What we probably need to do is set up 2 of these kind of beams going properly. So I'm gonna take a guess that maybe we'll have to use the future for that. So now we come to here, we place the blue guy. Although I am on the other side on the wrong side of this portal now, am I not? Alright, you know what, these 2 guys are movable, so I can just utilize that fact once I stop blocking myself. Alright, and now we can go see if there's anything useful here in the end of this puzzle. Okay, so it does appear like we need to do a few things. So one, we will need to put a button over here. Well, a cube. Hold down this button. Then what? Also, this is funny. We can shoot green portal and it re-triggers itself. So we will use, you know, one of the portals over here to get a horizontal light bridge, I would guess, because we need to, well, drop the cube somewhere in this area, so that then later we will also have to use a horizontal light bridge to somehow just go there. All right. Anyway, I think that the present is a better way for us to try and... maybe not. Okay, let's maybe use the time portal, but I mean... We can go through it, we can't really do much in this state now, can we? Alright. So, let's see, let's think about this, think. So we need one portal over here to be able to come back to this spot. And we also need one over here horizontal and one over there. We can use the future to go back here. Now in this timeline we move the blue to go back there. Right, and now in the future again we can use the blue to go back to the end, come back to the present, and now I guess now we have this portal at our disposal. So we like place it, although it's a bit tilted, but whatever. And now since blue is there we use the orange. Once again we go in time and we can use this to launch the cube. And it went all the way there. Alright. So now I guess we can use these guys. Maybe even bring this to the present, although I guess it doesn't say anywhere that this cube must, well, the solution even must be in the present. Because we do need to climb this somehow. And there is no limiting anything here. So maybe what we could do is place a time portal on, well, but the time portal over there doesn't really do anything, now does it? Let's see, yeah, because the bottom is the launcher and not that. So what we would need to happen is this thing in this timeline. Blue goes here. I guess we can go to this side. Get orange to be like here. Okay, so now that we are in this timeline, well, and we can place the time portal on this block, slightly lifted, I guess. And now that we are in this timeline, we can use that to make a bridge. Alright. Also, I gotta say, it felt like this chamber could be like kind of so
Nicely
blockable.
done. And don't worry,
And I didn't
you won't
want to
encounter
do
any
that.
turrets between the test chambers. Except for these ones.
Haha, funny.
At this point, you might rightfully be asking yourself why we put you through all this.
Yeah, I guess that's a good question.
This testing track was built as a failsafe. My job is to ensure that testing can continue,
Okay,
no
this
matter the
says-
circumstance.
We will have to
You
get
see,
some momentum and
This
jump
facility
over
is
there.
largely controlled by one entity. For some reason, this entity seems completely unresponsive.
20?
Years from now.
Okay, so
That's why the
apparently
future
it
looks
is
the way
talking
it
about
does. We have
GLaDOS.
lost all control, and we
And,
need to find a way to restore.
I'm not sure why this guy is telling us to test and all that, even though GLaDOS is still alive in this timeline, I guess. Well, in this... Well, not here. Here she's dead, but, you know, in the present day aperture. Right, so this drops a cube. And that cube in this timeline is able to fall. In the past, however... It is also able to. I don't know where I was going with this. I thought that this glass is maybe crucial for something. I mean, it probably is, but it appears that only in the future can really... No, it is like in both the timelines the cube can be dropped over there, so I'm not sure. Anyway, it appears that we have two things responsible for powering that, which I guess we'll need for us to like place a light bridge and go to the exit. which is also closed. Here, is it closed in the present? Yes. But or is it? Yes, it is. I don't know what's gonna be opening that, but I guess we will find out. Alright, I do have one good question. So we cannot go over there because of the lasers. This we'll have to place a cube on, and right now I guess we can just get any of the cubes into here. Okay, so let's say we put this here. Now I am curious, like, how do we get anything in that spot? I guess what we would need is a light bridge over here. But in order for us to spawn a light bridge, we like already need a cube in there. Not really useful. Alright, I'm gonna just take a peek, see what we see here. Okay. So we need 2 cubes to collide with each other? Is that even possible? Okay, with this cube, spawning it here would basically destroy it. Okay, point A. I'm going to see what happens if we just drop a present cube like this. Okay, it goes to the other side, and now it's in an infinite juggle. But I guess since we already established that while it is moving, we can realistically move it. Therefore, it stands to reason that we could just reset the future cube and use that in that other timeline. And oh, it requires speed. All right. So I guess I gotta be fast once it's on the other side. Oh, wrong time. Alright, I guess we're off to restart the whole thing. So the blue goes there. Now we gotta repeat this thing we just did with the time portal. Okay. So it goes to here, and now we can place it on this side. Well, look, they collide in the middle. Yes, they do. And this is the present cube. So now we could, for example, bring this cube to the future again. Well, to the past. Relatively. Past is cleaner. Good to remember. Alright, and I guess isn't this just as simple as... No, it isn't. Nothing is simple. Okay, so what can we do? We could technically preset up the future. Oh, there's no this guy in here, and there is no... What? What just happened? And why did it happen? Why did the cube just decide to morph here into existence? Like, what? What is going on? What is the present cube moving for some reason? I mean, oh no. All right, I guess I gotta retry to get it in a spot where it isn't like micro flicking or something. All right, be right back. All right, be good. Do not mess with me, little cube. Right, now that we get this thing, well, this switches that part. And we do have to use this thing in that kind of configuration for certain. But I guess we now need a way to get on top of that bridge, which is not so easy in and of itself. Unless our solution is to somehow walk out of this and like capture a cube. I'm not sure. Because this just seems to be so close. Like it's almost, we're almost there. Alright, I'm gonna take a guess that these two guys are against each other for some kind of reason. And we'll go to the future with these two. So now I guess I could appear over here. And in theory, I should be able to place a green under me and then manipulate some portals in the past. Once my confusion passes. Okay, so we would face this way and place this here. Alright, and now we can just mosey onto the exit.
Well done. You have
Nice.
proven yourself to be quite
Okay.
capable. Keep going, and you might actually fulfill your true purpose in all this.
I wonder what is our true purpose in this, well, portal thingy. It did say that we are supposed to, like, prevent GLaDOS from being deactivated or something, but, well, I guess we'll find out. Or not. We might not find out. Who knows what the mod creators intended for this. What if it's all purposeless?
You are in the home stretch now. Only a few more chambers
Only a
until
few
this
more.
testing course is over. Time to introduce the last new testing element. These
The
Aperture
funnels.
Science excursion funnels will mostly work
Alright.
in both timelines. Have fun exploring all
We
of your
are
options in
in
the
puzzle
next chamber.
23. Okay, I guess we're gonna try and fit all of these in a single episode. Well, unless there is going to be some issue. Okay, so A, we can go and retrieve a button from this thing. I already noticed. A button, yes. This is forever gonna be called a button by me, I guess. I swear, guys, I'm not dyslexic or anything, but this one little thing just cannot seem to leave me. Okay, so what does this do? This will swap the direction of the excursion funnel. Could be useful to do something like go over there. Alright, but we are currently thinking in one timeline. Let's go into the future and see if there are any major differences. Well, difference number one is... okay, it's not a difference, but I guess one thing we could do is we could bring that cube with us to the past and see if we can do anything with it over there. Also, I guess I'm curious about something. What would happen? Okay, it's on that portal. What would happen if both of them were to... Well, I guess we won't find out what would happen if both of them were kind of interfering each other, but... okay, this kind of mess, whatever it is, could work, except I need a better place for this green portal in the... Not a green portal. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I will need a better place for the funnel in this time, in the future. And now, well, now we can bring ourselves, but go, be free. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I think that was a cheese. I don't think I was meant to do that. But well, I did. No, it's not a cheese. They would have blocked this entirely if they didn't want me to do that, so I will take that as a win. A pretty slick one, but a win nonetheless.
The time-bending technology used to create these time portals is only stable in one specific configuration. We cannot choose the exact point in time to which the time portals will lead.
Okay, so first...
We can only take a small glimpse of what the facility looks like
20.
years from now. What exactly transpired is still unknown, but the data we collected points to
Okay,
a single
so-
rogue test subject.
Wild story contrivance that we can only travel into that one spot in the future, but well, what did we expect? Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I'm gonna check something real fast. What does this look like in this time? And it is exactly identical? Is it? I mean, it does appear to be 4 nets, 4 nets. Yeah, so I guess we'll probably need to borrow a time. Oh, wait, this is actually interesting. The other interesting thing is, for me, is where is that cube really going to? Oh, I guess it is like in total limbo because this cube is somewhere doing something. Okay, so apparently this returning guy has a priority. Alright, whatever floats your boat. Okay, so it could stand to reason that at some point we will need 4 tunnels. Also, okay, this disables the field, this reverses the field. Honestly, a lot of this puzzle just seems self-doable in one timeline. Too soon. Though now I am starting to wonder if that is not, if that isn't exactly the thing we are supposed to be worried about. Like, other than me missing obvious shots. No. Okay, now that is a bit of a problem. Okay, I guess that will need to suck the portal. Okay, well, the cube. So, hey, we will do this. Wait for it to go a certain distance. Jump. Return on our path. Now it goes here. We can reverse it a bit. Make it go that way. Now we do what? I guess now we just set this up. And now again suck to there. Don't know what that was for. And now I guess we can plop it down. I am curious about one thing. Where is the future guy in all of this? So I guess since if we were to move any of these portals, now the future cube is immovable. So we can just replace it with a new one and redo all the steps we did before. Although we are going to be, as a final step, get it to drop in here and into this area. Alright, so let's go again. One, you go there. Now you bounce. Okay. Now this will go a bit lower. We can reverse, bring it to there. What? Okay, and now we just have to, like, have a good timing. Oh, I guess we can just push it upwards. Okay, and this should bounce against that window. Alright. So now we get this cube back into our desired time. Which is coincidentally the past or the present. Relativity. And and we have to go get it up there. And it's high enough so we can just toss it. Okay. How could I even approach this issue? Go. Maybe I can throw it, actually. I don't know. But I am gonna try, because I'm stubborn
in the
like
event
that.
that something horrific
And
were to
I
happen
did
to
it.
this facility in the future,
Nice,
my
welcome to
protocol is
Cheese
to find
City.
a viable candidate that can withstand the effects of time travel on the human body and help to rectify whatever led to the tragic events of the future.
Okay,
That's
so
where you come in. We need you to stop this test subject dead in its tracks and save the facility.
I guess we are being trained to go back in time, or go forward in time, whatever, and stop Shell from destroying GLaDOS, but I mean, we already know that doesn't happen, so I guess whatever we do, it won't work. Maybe it will. Who knows? Time travel. All very confusing, Barry.
Welcome to the final chamber. Don't get overwhelmed. Take everything one step at a time, and you will soon find the solution.
Okay, so I guess this is like the over puzzle of this game. And I see laser receiver, stationary green portals, but we can also bring our own to the table. Okay, but it appears that we cannot go manually over there. Though I am curious about one thing, because these dots... Okay, so these dots represent like what we have to do in order, and is that time portal like a checkpoint or something? Wouldn't call it that. So, first question, can we somehow leave all of the fields open at the same time? And I believe the answer is a big and fat no. Okay, so final thing we'll have to do is bring a cube to this button. Okay. And right now we need to get a cube from there, but we can do this in the present timeline. Gotta say, well, now that I'm not really thinking about this puzzle, I love the parallels between the past and the... What just happened? Why was it all slowed down? I don't know. I like the parallels between the present and the future timelines. Like, it looks also, you know, so well designed and all that. Kind of adds to the thing because, well, I would say this is definitely in like the same space, it's just in a different location in this level, and I like that. I like all of this. Anyway, back to our puzzle. We need a laser that is over there. That its appearance for some reason made everything slow down to go over there. But it's not really doing anything for us now, is it? So I guess we can go to the future, bring the cube with us, and maybe we can work some magic over here. So we definitely need to power this as well. Can we make like any portal space in a spot where we can extend like a mechanic, like a laser? If we were able to bring a laser from the future to the past, that would be made extremely easy. But unfortunately, it seems we only have one laser. Wait, what? Oh, okay, this isn't actually that hard. So I guess the solution to this part of the puzzle is we go into the first area, kind of, and we can just place this. Oh, come on, it's single spot. Okay, we gotta actually aim this thing correctly. Well, the cube, so it's a bit more forward. Is it now in a proper spot? It seems to be. Okay. So I guess we go back there. We change the target, and that will give us access to... Am I silly? I am silly sometimes. Or I just simply forget to notice stuff like this. Anyway, luckily we can use this as an aiming spot, so we place the cube on that line. Now this should serve us well. So we come to here, and we once again do the same thing. Alright, and this gives us access to a time portal in this spot. But honestly, in and of itself, is that even useful? It doesn't appear to be. So what? So nothing. We don't really have any useful like time puzzle components to steal from here, except for this, which is not working in the past. So I guess that is what we will have to bring to the future. Well, to the past from the future, because, you know, That's where we are. So, what we need to do is, I don't know. Well, we need to set up this light bridge on the 3rd floor in a way that we can later use a cube to aim at that thing. And I guess that is where this place comes in. Also, I have a good question. Oh, this is the present cube. Okay. We need to have this cube, I would say, in a better spot, because we can't really do, honestly, everything with this. Or maybe we can. Okay, we can, I guess, go to here in the future. This is problematic. This is really problematic because I want to use this. I actually got a solution for this 3rd receptacle, and it's conveniently above this one. So we raise this cube with a funnel. It will stop under here, like redirecting this laser straight up from that point to this. So it needs to be funneled up, but at the same time, I either need to be fast or God knows what. Said these two things. Well, I guess I can do that. Wait, I was trying to be too smart, kind of, or maybe not. Because either way, we need this funnel to lift this up, and at the same time, we need to go to the past and modify the light bridge where it enters and leaves. So, like, we will need to place an orange thing there. Return here. Blue, orange there, blue there. Return to here and place a time portal there. And that is our solution, I think. Okay, so... Go, 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 go. Okay, and now we put this here. Is this enough or no? Yes, it is. Alright, the 3rd one is disabled. So now we go to the 4th one, which is basically we remove the time portal, I guess. Yeah, that should be all that we need to accomplish this. Let's just think about this for a moment. Okay, you know what? This might be useful once we actually bring it all the way up. And well, worst case scenario, I will have to redo all of the steps, but now that I figured them out, it should be easier. Okay, so we got the green portal here. We can now freely in this spot go through time. And I actually got a semi-decent idea. Well, it's only semi-decent because it has a stupid component to it, where I basically have to fling this cube into a working funnel somehow. Okay, I guess I will just do it without talking too much. So we place a blue here, and now... And I placed the wrong portal, and now I gotta redo all of this again. Okay, so I'll be back. Alright, once again I'm in this area, and yeah, I guess, you know, I think that was really dumb because I needed to replace both portals in order to catch it realistically. So, how would I think about, like, maybe a less stupid solution that possibly involves some time travel? So, we could try setting up, you know, this thing to, like, catch the cube on that axis. So like the cube would like be here and more straight up, and then we drop it. Although we know we do that in the future, but well, in the past. No, not there. Can we do something like this? Now, well, I gotta do this in the proper timeline. We would use this, and we would have to have a preset portal. No, I mean, this is again the same problem. We have to do it fast, and fast is not good. Okay, I'm gonna try to think of a solution that doesn't require us to do any timing stuff, or at least not too much of it, and I'll be back. Okay, I will try one more dumb thing, and then maybe I will try normal stuff again. So I guess this time we make it fall, and now I try to recatch it immediately. Okay, that was good. That is what I wanted, exactly what I wanted. Also, why is this thing so slow? I swear it was way faster before. In previous puzzles. I don't know, something must have happened, like... But what? What has the power to slow down puzzle components? I'm not sure. Okay, so this appears to... What? Oh, well, F off game. No. Alright, so it appears we need one cube over here and another over there. Oh, god damn it. Alright, let me think about it. Okay, I think I have a solution cooked up in mind. And, I think everything we did with this cube, we realistically have to do with the present one. Although no, wait, that's not the case. We can because then we need this to get well, this would be here, although on the other side, but we would still need to somehow use some puzzle components to bring it to over there. And I mean, unless I fling it through this hole, which is extremely close but still too far, that is not the case, so I guess that idea is off the table. Okay, so I actually think it could be a decent enough idea to do what I said and do some of the puzzles with the original, well, with the present cube. And I guess at some point we'll have to stop using it and use this guy for like the final solution, I guess, or something. So I'll be back once I get back to there. Okay, so now I think this moment is a good stopping spot because, well, oh, why is it in there? I thought this cube would be more like in that, like, corresponding location in this timeline, and it's all the way freaking moved when this is directly about it. You know what? Fudge, I could maybe try doing something with it, like, but I can't really do this. Well, I mean, I am this far, and that cube needs only to be there for the final, for the final, like, time. So I just need to, like, carefully drop it, maybe, so that it doesn't move too far. Okay. And but well, the moment I move that, this thing is probably gonna get messed up. So, like, if I were to do this, I'm gonna go into the future and observe where oh, I guess this explains a lot. Maybe if I get these two guys off of this spot, that would somehow be better. Okay, at least it appears in a place where we could maybe do something with it, or maybe not. You know what? This is tougher than it looks, and my brain hurts. I think I'm gonna solve it. Try to think of different things off camera. So be right back. Okay, so I got a bit of a different idea. What if after making our way to, like, here, to 1 and 2, what if we tried solving 3 and 4 in the other timeline? Like, maybe that would change something. No, I guess it would entail moving the cube. I am betting on one thing. I'm not sure if it's true, but I'm betting on the fact that maybe if this cube gets raised to a certain point, this kind of light beam will stop. Well, it will. God, it won't stop it. What was I even thinking? Although it is nice to watch. I was thinking that maybe a light beam could stop it, and I guess it could if only I did this thing. Be right back. Alright, I'm back here, and I am hoping this... Honestly, I'm just gonna... I don't know. I'm gonna try and solve it, and this time I will back once I've got the full solution. No more freaking half measures, Walter. Be right back. Okay, so I did finally manage to do it, and I guess it's somewhat repeatable, so I can show you. Basically, for whatever reason I thought this was too far, this panel, so the cube couldn't come to us. But basically what we do right now is we are going to reset this cube's flight so that the future one will be able to fall. Now we place the portal over there and the cube just comes to us. Like, it was this simple all the time. I spent too much on it.
You really did it. You've proven to be capable of nearly anything. Now it's time for your real mission. We will put you back in stasis until the day of the incident, and you will be the one to prevent it. This vacuum tube will take you back to the long-term human storage vault. You will be awoken when the time comes to use your special abilities to save this facility from its impending doom.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Warning, you are going the wrong way. Please be aware that escaping is not an option here. You are far too important.
No, I think I'm going to escape.
If you won't go voluntarily, we will be forced to destroy your current body in order to put you back together.
Maybe I should have done this in the
chamber.
future.
But this will be a small price to pay in order to help save the facility. Think of it as a sacrifice to science. Thank you, and goodbye.
Maybe I just won't do that? Yeah.
Warning, you are deviating from your path.
We are escaping
Facility
from
power
this
has
facility.
reached critical levels.
And apparently they can no longer
Connection unstable.
get us here. Okay. Now give me the elevator. At least that is still working. Nah, I think I'm gonna let GLaDOS die and stay disabled. Okay, so what is this the ending? I guess it is. Alright, we have completed Portal Reloaded. Gosh, that final chamber was something else. But overall, I liked the game. I did like that final chamber, honestly, but I kind of went in my own way. It was really a me issue. But hey, the time traveling puzzles were nice, although gotta say they were pretty, well, not repeatable, but they were like using the same concept where we have to like bring the future stuff to the present, mostly, like a cube. But hey. Okay. I guess this was the only mod brave enough to reference the Half-Life universe it is in. Alright. So that was Portal Reloaded. I guess there are the credits, like always, but I will be skipping those because who's got the time for that? Alright, so thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. And as always, I will see you in the next series, whatever that will be. So, bye-bye.